Hey guys, this is Anjali and you are watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between Xiaomi Redmi 10X Pro 5G versus Samsung Galaxy A51. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let's begin with the body of the devices. Let's start with the thickness of the devices. 10X Pro comes with 9 mm of thickness and A51 comes with 7.9 mm of thickness. So the winner here is A51 because of slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, 10X Pro 5G have 208 grams of weight and A51 have 172 grams. So the clear winner here is A51 because it is much more lighter than 10X Pro. And about the protective glass of the devices, 10X Pro have Gorilla Glass 5 protection and A51 have Gorilla Glass 3. So the winner here is 10X Pro 5G because it have newer generation of protective glass which is more durable than its old generation. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. 10X Pro have glass back with plastic frame and A51 have plastic frame with plastic back. So the winner here is 10X Pro because of glass back. And about the SIM options of the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie here. Moving to the one of the main features of the devices, that is camera. Let's talk about the rear camera of the devices. 10X Pro have quad camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of telephoto camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 5 megapixel of micro camera. And A51 also have quad camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 12 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 5 megapixel of micro camera and 5 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is A51 because of 12 megapixel of ultra wide camera. And about the front camera of the devices, 10X Pro have 20 megapixel of wide camera and A51 have 32 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is A51 because of 32 megapixel of wide camera. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. Both of the devices have LED flash, HDR and panorama. So it's a tie here. And about the video recording options of the devices, both of the devices can shoot 4K video at 30 fps and 1080p video at 30 fps. But 10X Pro can shoot 720p slow motion at 960 fps. So the winner here is 10X Pro because of slow motion video at 960 fps. Moving to the display of the devices, let's start with the display size of the devices. 10X Pro have 6.57 inches of display and A51 have 6.5 inches of display. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have approx the same in size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, 10X Pro have 83.7% of ratio and A51 have 87.4%. So the winner here is A51 because of larger screen to body ratio. Let's talk about the display resolution of the devices. Both of the devices have full HD plus display, so it's a tie here. And about the display type of the devices, 10X Pro have AMOLED display and A51 have Super AMOLED display. So the winner here is A51 because of Super AMOLED can produce 18% more clear image. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Both of the devices have Android 10 support, so it's a tie here. And about the user interface of the devices, 10X Pro have MIUI 11 and A51 have One UI. So it's a tie here because it's your personal choice which UI you like it or not. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. 10X Pro have MediaTek Dynamic 825G and A51 have Exynos 9611. So the winner here is 10X Pro because it is little bit faster than Exynos 9611. And about the GPU of the devices, 10X Pro have Mali G57 MC5 and A51 have Mali G72 MP3. So the winner here is 10X Pro because it can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. 10X Pro can clock at 2.6 GHz based on octa-core Cortex A76 chipset and A51 can clock at 2.3 GHz based on octa-core Cortex A73 chipset. So the winner here is 10X Pro because it have higher clock speed. And about the RAM options of the devices, 10X Pro have 8GB of RAM option and A51 have 3 options, 4, 6 and 8GB of RAM options. So the clear winner here is A51 because of multi-RAM options. Let's talk about the internal storage option of the devices. 10X Pro have 128 and 256GB of UFS 2.1 internal storage option and A51 have 64 and 128GB of UFS 2.0 storage options. So the clear winner here is 10X Pro because UFS 2.1 have more reading and writing speed than UFS 2.0. And about the external storage option of the devices, both of the devices have micro SDXC card slot option, so it's a tie here. Moving to the communication communication chips in the devices. Let's start with the wireless LAN of the devices. Both of the devices have Wi-Fi AX, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot. So it's a tie here. Same in Bluetooth of the devices. Both of the devices have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth. So again, it's a tie here. Let's talk about the GPS of the devices. Both of the devices have AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS. So it's a tie here. And about the USB connector of the devices. Both of the devices have second generation of Type-C connector. But the winner here is A51 because of OTG support. Moving to some of the important features of the devices. Let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. Both of the devices have under-display fingerprint scanner. So it's a tie here. And about the sensor of the devices. Both of the devices have accelerometer, gyro, proximity and compass. So again, it's a tie here. Let's talk about the battery of the devices. 10X Pro have 4520 mAh of lithium polymer battery and A51 have 4000 mAh of lithium polymer battery. So the winner here is 10X Pro because of larger battery size. And about the charging of the devices. 10X Pro have 33 watts of fast charging and A51 have 15 watts of fast charging. So the winner here is 10X Pro because of 33 watts of fast charging. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. Both of the devices have normal speakers, so it's a tie here. And about the headphone jack of the devices. Both of the devices have 3.5 mm of headphone jack, so it's a tie here. Lastly, let's talk about the price of the devices. In international market, 10X Pro starts from $320 and A51 starts from $270. And in Indian market, 10X Pro starts from 24,000 rupees and A51 starts from 25,000 rupees. So the decision is totally yours, which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the poll which one is better. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video to your friends and what's your thoughts in the comment below. If you are watching this video on Facebook, please like our page Tech Dad. This is Anjali and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.